Alright guys, this video is just as an encouragement to you if you're thinking about starting and living as a business, or if you're already in it for just maybe a month or two, or you've done it for a year already. This is just an encouragement to you, just to give you some ideas to how to get started or to keep going. I would say the number one way I have helped build my team is by classes. And so if you're just starting out, ask your enroller or your upline or message me, and you definitely don't have to do that by yourself. We would help you do it and show you how to do it. They're actually a lot of fun. So classes are key. 101 classes or intro to oil classes, those are key. Just start inviting your friends and family to those. Then another way is just putting things on Facebook, how the oils have helped you with the new compliance rules, and you can ask your enroller about this if you haven't heard about the compliant rules, but we just need to be careful in how we mention them on Facebook, but you can still mention them and let people know how amazing these products are. So Facebook, classes, just one-on-one with people, just sharing your testimony about how these oils have worked. Those are great too, and just sending messages to people. And I mean, when I started in the beginning, I would just call my close friends and said, hey, I'm trying this. Can I send you a sample? Because we've moved a good bit, and so a lot of my good friends, I have good friends here too, but a lot of my good friends also live in other cities and states. And so I just asked if I could send them things. And so kind of really brainstorm about where all your networks are. Really don't leave anybody out, because a lot of times we say, oh, that person doesn't have any money, or they're really not into natural things. They might surprise you and really love them. So just kind of brainstorm and just keep going, and then after you do 101 classes, and you want to do 201 classes where you kind of continue to teach things outside of the kit and make and take classes. And so if all this sounds fun to you and you haven't got started yet, then definitely contact your enroller or your upline, and we can help you get started with that. But something I wanted to encourage all of you with is when you start out, begin thinking about your why. Why are you doing this business? Why would you even want to do this business? I think we can all agree that we like to share the oils and we want others to feel better. But then we also know that there's just amazing financial opportunities as well with Young Living. And so, as we've heard for the past couple of days, people's different whys. Your why might be to get out of debt, or to increase your savings, or to pay cash for a house, or to go on vacations, or to pay for your kids' college. It could be many different things, or to pay for someone's adoption, or to start a nonprofit organization. A lot of times, I don't think we ever really just sit down and think about how big this possibility and this opportunity can be and what God can do with it. A lot of times I think we don't actually see what a blessing this could be to others, and how much of a kingdom difference this could be, and that what God has plans for this. Sometimes I think I agree with the scripture on this where it says, can't even ask or imagine what God has in store for those who love Him. So I just encourage you to think of your why and really dream big and pray about it if you're a believer, about what God could possibly do with you with this business. And then too, once you have your why, then I think it's important for me, when I first started out, I had to really tell myself that I'm going to give it a year and not quit, because I think our culture is very prone to quit things when it gets tough and it gets hard, and frustration sets in, and doubt and disappointment. We're a very quick society where we want instant gratification, and a lot of times when it gets hard, we immediately think, oh, this isn't for me, and doubt creeps in, and negativity takes over. So I would really encourage you to set a goal. Mine was a year when I first started out. I'm going to give myself a year and not allow myself to quit, and because there have been many hard days and frustrating days, and I think our whole upline has been through that as well. Just because they're very successful doesn't mean they haven't had really hard days when they've wanted to quit themselves. So I would just encourage you to think of a goal and say, you know, I'll do this a year, 6 months, 2 years. I would really encourage you to say more than 6 months, just because it takes about 6 months to a year to build a really good foundation. And so if you give yourself a little bit longer, and then you'll be really amazed at what the Lord can do through that. But this comes from Young Living Career, the 4-Year Career Young Living Edition by Richard Bliss Brooke. And this is a great, great book. And I'll see if I can, and I'll put a picture of this in the comments section. But this just kind of gives an example of what Young Living business is like. You see over here on the left-hand side, launching your business right there. It takes 1 to 2 years to launch your business, and that's kind of like you're pushing a cart up a hill, and it's taking maximum effort for least results. And then in the middle, you see you've got the ball rolling. This is your 2 through 4 in the business. There's less effort, but you still cannot let off. And then the last part says critical mass. Your income becomes residual. Get in and enjoy the ride. So you can see the first year to 2 years, you're putting in a lot of work with Young Living, and sometimes not seeing the biggest results. But if you hang on, that's why they call it the 4-year career. If you hang on to that year 3 and 4, your world could be turned upside down. And meaning, even at year 2 to 3, you know, you could see $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $15,000 a month, and up. And so that's why I say don't allow yourself to quit that first year, because I think a lot of times people quit right at that point where if they just had hung on just a little bit longer, they would have seen amazing results. Because that first year, it's putting in a lot of effort. It's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of effort and a lot of work. But it's totally worth it if you think about, if I hang on to this for 2 to 3 years, like I could retire early, I could start a nonprofit, I could be a stay-at-home mom, I could do a lot of things. To me, working hard for a year to 2 is totally worth it if I see my future is set. And so I just really wanted to encourage you with that, to think about your why and why you're doing this business, and to think about a goal where you say, I'm going to do this for so long, and I'm not going to allow myself to quit. I'm going to do it as hard as I can for this amount of time, and just see what the Lord's going to do, because we have an amazing opportunity in front of us, and I think we could really change the world with working in Young Living. And so I just want to encourage you guys to keep going, because it does get tough, but it's a lot of fun. All right. Thanks, guys.